100 Thieves, and it goes into the important matches, and boom, no more KO. We're pulling out our old compositions again, and C9 are doing that right now with Zeppa going back onto a raise. Is this going to now be predictable? Are we going to already know how C9 Blue are going to be working towards this attacker side as we start things off on this pistol rip?
Switching it up to the KO a little bit more. We've seen a lot of Cypher being used on Haven with the distance. And that patch previously for KO, shortening up the utility usage. A quick B hit, plant down. Wow, Nitro and Asuna coming up with two quick kills on this one, and things take a bit of a pause for this middle attack now that was executed by Cloud9 Blue.
Tried to go for an explosion into this B side, but quickly denied close range with this frenzy from Asuna. Crossfired with Boy. You're now forcing back C9 to get into a different type of map control, but there's a trap wire there waiting, which can allow... Actually, he goes peeking out. So that opens up a little bit of information, but we're not looking to commit towards C-side yet. We're just looking for some couple of kills.
Spikes in garage right now. One right click can take out a few there. That strat kind of reminiscent of the Sentinel's fast B plant and just dip out.
What are you guys doing?
That's another frag. 100 Thieves are in the site.
Bro, it's a 5v fucking 3. Just chill.
And it's Cloud9 Blue that's feeling.
What are you looking for?
Sometimes when you're killing that noise and you're trying to lurk into another area and then you get spotted into the garage.
And if you're gonna do that, do it together. Hello?
Just get into the side and
Jesus Christ.
But instead, they lurked into the window. And
it's okay, they're still gonna win. All good.
Stayed back and killed noise in the front of B, and you're forcing now 100 Thieves to look for some information, especially when it's Hiko that's found inside the spawn side behind the C-Link. There's no recon dart to be shot into the front to gain that information. So you're throwing out bodies, and you're throwing them underground, as there was a nice hold there by Mitch in the end. So a good pistol round, much needed for Cloud9 to start things off, and an open sight into C.
That's insane that happened.
Into gear. Right again.
100 Thieves does the shit on purpose, I swear. They're still gonna somehow get a dub, too.
By 100 Thieves if Cloud9 Blue did not trend towards A. That's the case we have on our hands. Possible trade from Ethan here. He's just going to be a little bit closer, but everybody backs up for his point of view now. Just the patient damage game ban.
Yeah.
So I think both teams have pressured each other like this on the maps that they've played.
They're gonna exit spawn side.
Next set. And now here, both
or are they gonna fight through this?
Pressure each other the first 2 rounds, just like this.
Exit spawn side. Good call.
Surprising enough, you have 4 players of 100 Thieves all the way back towards grass, and because you identify this for C9, you're
run. Someone's dying. Killjoy's dead.
Trying to do that econ damage at the same time, trying to kill some with the spike, and you're actually able.
It's not bad. Only lost 1 gun.
So a nice way for Cloud9 Blue to escape from that danger that was set up here by 100 Thieves, and we're moving into a pretty decent bonus round for the attacker side.
I wonder how often we're going to see that 100 Thieves strategy. We'll have to keep an eye out for the attack side where they use Nitro to get into A. Seem to be a big bread and butter for them. They're on defense right now. Just want to put these little things in everyone's mind once we get this game.
What do you want to win? I mean, I'd want 100 Thieves to win, but...
Start round 3 here. It is going to be the bonus round for Cloud9 Blue as they throw stars
I also want...
across the map to just give
I also want the game to be good, so...
Give themselves a possibility to work against this.
So
far, it's a good start. Well, not if you're 100 Thieves, I guess, but...
Into garage from Cloud9 Blue, just to try to clear out, break the trapwire, where Nitro is just pinging, just in case there might be a push outside a window again. So having his teammates alert, so the rotation comes out from Boy in the back of Gone to crossfire that up. But you can see still for Cloud9 Blue, they're holding their ground, killing noise, and looking for possibly a late hit into the C side, because that's where Raze is at. That's where Zeppa's at.
Will you watch the final tomorrow? I'd like to. What time is it at? 12?
Zeta finds one long. You see the alt orb is down there. I think Hiko was able.
I also am gonna play Guardians tomorrow. I think probably.
In goes Zappa, ready to clear the site for the team.
Oh yeah, I gotta let my raid know that I'm not coming. All good.
And now it's another retake, fans. It seems like that's what we got for our first 3 rounds. Does this one come up in favor of 100 Thieves, though?
You're committing to this, right? It's a 5v5. They got rifles for 100 Thieves.
Vanity with one. Oh, Leaf double spray down, gets the dash. Zappa with the final answer onto Hiko, and now
no fucking losses? Clean? Oh no.
And he
We're going to a third map. Calling it now. It's over. GG. All good. Go next. Guardians is fun. I heard good things about Guardians. I'm excited for it.
That was a huge kill from Vanity with the
I've heard it's a great time. I mean, it's a single player game. You can't really fuck it up. You know what I mean? Well, you can, I guess, but
for support, and then that allows Zeppa to move up inside that default boxes to logs to even
it's a lot harder to fuck up a single player game, I think.
Kill onto Hiko and allow this flawless to happen for 100 Thieves. So the double Sarcho charge to get into sight, but not only that, you saw how much disruptance was being laid down by Vanity with the Nova Pulse in the back of the site, trying to clear that to make sure that the C site's open. And as you're committing this for 100 Thieves, the same type of quick hit retake gets fully denied by C9.
Hip shot.
CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk. Hey, Cyberpunk was a success. I don't care what anyone says.
Vanity taking a bit of damage there off the start, as well as Ethan.
Here.
Nice.
Play this one slow.
I'm telling you, it's really hard to fuck up a single player game. Try to name one bad single player game. You can't. It's easy.
Very much more aware of what's going on in mid in their push position. Hiko gets found out as he sonar bolts with people right around the corner from him and Ethan.
It's like you kind of know what you're getting into. You know, there's no multiplayer variables. It's just single player. Just get her done. Just get her done.
They figured each one of them out. Yeah. And that's going to be the round. Nice job on the flawless.
With the,
Avengers, it's not single player. Doesn't count. If it was just single player, that game would have been a success as well. Would have been more focused on single player, so doesn't count.
Very well done
Let's hear it.
For C9. Having still once again that Care Bear countdown scoreboard as they're evening up here in terms of kills, but overall very well done for C9. I liked mechanically what Leaf was doing when you saw that ping going into the garage. So he actually pulled out his map, pinged it into that area, and tried to get a wall bang just in case.
Yeah.
He was Valkyrie Chronicles. Okay, I'm not too familiar. I've played one Valkyrie Chronicle, I think, one game, and I played it for like an hour.
So good.
Not familiar with that one.
We're seeing the reverse of what happened here to 100 Thieves when they were on
Death Stranding. Well, yeah, but Death Stranding was successful because it was boring. Like that's the premise of Death Stranding. The premise of that game is to be bored and do nothing but have a good time. It's weird. That game's weird, but it was successful. It did good. That game tried its hardest to be as boring as possible, and it was successful. That should tell you how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? Well, not easy. It's really, really fucking hard to make a game. Don't get me wrong, right? It's insanely hard, but I'm saying it's a lot easier to have a lot of success in a single player title.
Pressure round for 100 Thieves here, Vans. They are on the 2,900 credit loss money. Add that to the money in their scoreline right now, right? 3,400, 3,300. It's not going to look good if they cannot win this round, and C9 will pick up a few more.
That's right. That would allow potentially just for a half by Sheriff, so they could bring their econ back into round number 7. But that said, even into this round, investing a lot, of course, because you were on the half by the previous round already. Neural Theft is available for Nitro.
What about Deathloop? Doesn't count, man. It's not single player. It's like a hybrid type setup.
In their matches of yesterday, when he's
Deathloop, if it didn't have so many connection issues, multiplayer, it'd actually be pretty fun.
To happen for 100 Thieves, but although they still lost that map against Rise, it was still a very nice match that went back and forth, and that unfortunately was lost into like 24th round of regulation. So props to Rise to be that first team in the grand finals, and this is now to see who's going to join them. And Cloud9, they're relentless. They don't want to go home yet. They don't want to give that.
Yeah, maybe some of the newer Serious Sam games.
This 4-0 scoreline on
those might have.
Absolutely. Push each other.
Those might. I mean,
it seems like each team has.
Didn't those games have multiplayer too?
There have been falters.
I don't know.
That's the advantage.
Oh, he only killed him because he got shot. He killed him while running. Slowed down, got the headshot. Oh, good.
Ethan will be able to get to heal him. They don't really have a chance to reset that health bar yet.
There's also a camera at the bottom of Long A where Nitro's there to help out Hiko, so we're just trying to push him out. The Owl drone at the same time coming in from default boxes. A ping from that camera. They're still trying to look for it. Camera hasn't been broken. So you still have a great
any Pokemon, dude. You guys are just failing. You guys are trying so hard to name a bad single player game, but I'm telling you, it's not that easy. It's just not. All of these games that have been named have been successful.
Actually just misses. Nice hold on Zeppa and the rest of C9.
And if they haven't, it's because they're doing a weird hybrid. Like, think like the Ghost Recon game. Yeah, the Ghost Recon game. That didn't do too hot. But it's because it wasn't just a single-player game. They were trying to do both. Actually, 3 things. They were trying to do co-op, multiplayer, and single-player. Telling you, man. Telling you. Ooh, almost got the ace.
A 4K for Hiko. He got his. And now, can it mix?
He plants ult instantly? Nope, JK. Oh, boy won. Boy won. What a fucking shot.
That was insane, and that was just being in the shoes of Mitch, thinking that Boy was so close that he could actually go for a big plant and a kill. And it was close. The crosshair was there, and the reaction time from Boy to strafe away to just avoid those bullets. For me,
why am I louder than the game? Because I'm not listening.
We got to see it
and you guys, if you're here, you're not here to listen to the stream. Let's be honest. If you were here to listen to the stream, you'd go to the stream. So that's why I have the volume the way I have it.
Wasn't possible unless Hiko got that 4K. The way that he danced around the default boxes, even when he got sucked in by the gravity well and had the debuff, still played it perfectly there to allow.
Did he miss his dart, or was that intended?
On the board 400 Thieves.
Maybe it was intended. Looked weird.
I feel that
good round. Yeah, good round by 100 Thieves. With C9 still in the lead, still have the money momentum. You can see Thieves with a few Spectres here trying to clear the site together.
Spike down.
Oh my word.
Huge.
I mean, Cloud9 did not really get in more than a few steps on each one of those, seeing if that Hunter's Fury would do much from Hiko. Zeta could actually have one of his own, but he gets taken down.
Don't lose another gun here.
We just saw him
just chilling.
Hold off. Can he kind of get a little bit of retribution? The last one first is missed. They are not making this easy. They have all the utility to make him squirm.
Nice.
Trying to get the 1v1.
Well played, boy. Well played.
Thieves is not giving the baits. A 4K from Hiko last round.
Do you think Hazard Zone is going to do well since it's not going free to play? I don't know what that means.
Very tunnel vision to try to take down.
Isn't that Battlefield or something?
That C side because he had
Battlefield, yeah.
Get pinged out by Zeta. They overlooked that position on log where Boy was able to sweep up 2 easy kills and even call information from Hiko that somebody was inside garage so that he could actually land a very nice Hunter's Fury to take down. I think that was Zeppa at this point. So a very nice nice crossfire setup. Yeah. All ults online into this round. Where Zeta is looking for a recon dart into the C site, an immediate potential explosion right into C.
Well, I thought it was going to be Zeppa first, but it's Leaf.
Oh no.
They see him, they know he's trying to get out of that situation, so they're able to tag him. What control over the site of C while not even really being hit.
That was ballsy by Nitro.
Cloud9 to start this one off and have Nitro on the bench.
All 5 ults used. A recon dart, the Hunter's Fury, Cosmic Divide, and now the Lockdown 2. And of course you have the Blade Storm. Showstopper creates some space into the spawn side, so the retake could still be very doable, though. The Cosmic Divide is available for Boy. They had the flashes that could come out very soon for Ethan to have one more on this retake. And should they wait for this? Will they wait for this?
Don't games need to be free to play to do super well nowadays? It depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to create one game, one title, longevity, yeah, kind of. But if you're just trying to make a game and then move on, make another, then no.
A great tag, but no defuse coming through just yet. The time is dwindling down, and it looks like this is going to be the round coming in for C9 as the diffuser is killed. The shock dart comes through from Zeta. We've seen it so.
What happened there? He ran through? That was weird.
You even saw Mitch just running in there just to make sure, because yes, they got some kills with a shock dart from Zeta. We had the Killjoy Mull.
That would have really sucked if they spent 5 ults to just lose there.
There was a second one that was diffusing
worth though.
Halfway, so
they got the dub.
To make sure, that
they almost had that retake.
Round. So a lot was invested. A full gun round for C9 in that last round. All of the ultimates to actually make sure that they could play a pulse plant, but it looked very close in the end. Hiko did a great job with his teammates coming out from the garage to actually open up that site to take down Vanity. But thankfully, your players that were still alive were players that were able to nullify the Cosmic Divide that was set out there by Boy in the end. So. Yeah. 100 Thieves back on an eco, but you do have Blade Storm coming out for Austin, looking for first blood at the bottom of C.
100 Thieves very proactive on this one to make sure they get themselves some space. and start grabbing some alt orbs. They know this game could rely on that very heavy here as they go for a retake on B. We've seen Hiko going for alt orbs. Now we see Ethan grabbing alt orbs there. As Asuna has been finding frags, let's get the Seekers out because we need them a little bit more as it seems like they can't get a pin on C9 strats.
Oh,
Up and over. We've seen Asuna do that a few times in this tournament in the LCQ to start getting the round.
I didn't know you could do that.
Baits out Seppa. Because you cannot wall pen with those daggers. He does get the frag in his face, right into the face of Zeta. Now he's able to get another one, but Mitch drops him. Mitch,
he got it. He got it. Holy fuck. Oh my god.
Over Mitch's, and that's going to be a C9.
That was scary.
Actually, I think that was a defuse, right?
Miskiff, you want my new merch, man? I don't know if you're here.
I was looking at the
I got you.
I didn't see the center screen.
I'll send it to you and I'll send it. I'll send it to you.
By the time you had the second one that came towards that
Shit.
ground, you're
My
already
bad.
had the spike almost already diffused, so Hiko's sticking it right there. Asa did a great job to disrupt all of that. The wall banks from Mitch. Mitch so far has been key in this first half of the game, but it's still gonna be that defuse coming out, full gun round into this round, and an off shot missed by Asuna though as it's looking for the sewers control.
What a nasty Red Bull clutch at the last moment. I don't know how many times 100 Thieves can get those kind of rounds to go in their favor. Van Seven coming up top, tries to play the elevation.
This is fucking crazy, this game right now. This is an absolute brawl from both sides.
Be a trick, but 100 Thieves have it figured out. And they take down Cloud9 Blue for another round. That was a quick one too. C9 resorted back to what they did in the first and second round. 100 Thieves much more prepared now.
Ethan, 7 assists. He's doing such a good job as well as Scott.
He just likes to plant, man. He's just here to plant.
Just here to plant, just here to flash, just doing his job as a great support player for 100 Thieves right now. So yes, you see now the timeline just to confirm.
Stupid, man.
He did have the defuse from Hiko. 2 rounds in a row for 100 Thieves, and now the economy is still pretty good for Cloud9.
I'm literally laughing in my head right now and out loud just because I'm thinking about Miskiff's reaction. It's so dumb. I'm kind of back to watching Miskiff again, so that's cool. I don't know what happened. He started getting some content. I don't know. It's weird.
As you might have to forfeit the garage at this point.
Hiko's ultimate is up. Those have been so important.
Oh no,
I'm killing it. They're back. It's over. 2-0. GG. All good.
Anything that steps into the garage, shut the door. That
He
is
tweeted that. All good. Wait, what?
They have the spike in their hands. Now it's going to be a retake from Vanity and Mitch, and 100 Thieves has just been on a roll these past few rounds. All the aim has been hitting.
What does that mean?
On the board there.
What a beautiful push, both by Boy and by Ethan. Mitch looking to re-clear sewers if he can.
He ignored me? Oh, man. That's okay.
Vanity is stuck.
I'd ignore me, too.
Place and he just stays stuck. So it's going to be 5-5. 100 Thieves now tying up the game. There's something about 100 Thieves, and there's something about Cloud9 here on these maps of Haven that can make it very, very exciting. Although C9 did get spanked on this map by Rise earlier on in this bracket, which is why I'm surprised. Exactly. This is why it's surprising for me that C9 decided to pick this map against 100 Thieves. Maybe they saw that tape, they saw that footage, they saw that matchup that happened between 100 Thieves and Rise, and they understood how they could potentially topple down
Bucky on T-side? Okay.
Play their strat book.
Is there a strat here that I'm seeing, or?
That's what it was.
This is a weird fort. Look at the guns. Singer, Sheriff, Bucky, Spectre, and Guardian. What is going on here?
The Bucky for Vanity every time. He puts on a show with it, that's for sure.
They pinged out the trap wire here, so one's gonna try to bait it out. There you go. And then you're just gonna kill Noise, trying to see if you're gonna re-hit. Oh, but the Seekers, they forced out the Seekers at least for 400 Thieves, which is nice, because this is still the half-life for C9. So you'll take that trade. Little trap wire and Seekers for 1 Sheriff shot.
So much util. Holy shit.
Really late into the round now for C9.
Mitch has ultimate too.
Exactly.
They can get a few bodies on the ground here.
But it'll get stopped by Hiko's Hunter's Fury. They might want to try to bait this out before lockdown.
Take a Hunter's Fury on an Eco round.
Oh my god, he got the bow.
Needed. Hiko's Fury is what's going to come out as they try to exit garage window.
Fuck yes.
Fuck
yes.
Get a few more for him.
Go.
Thank you very much for trying to get into the site. Obviously the Eco for C9, but 100 Thieves not losing too much on it. That's going to feel good.
Yeah, it would have definitely been a different story if they actually were able to take down Hiko inside that spawn, speaking of Cloud9,
Yes.
which then, of course, would initiate here potentially that lockdown just to clear out that C site, and they could just wrap around from the back. So, very nice try.
Miskiff said he wants merch.
Early garage control.
All right, he's got it. It's on the way. It's on the way. It's already coming.
Understanding that it was going to be the late hit for 100 Thieves. A very nice read for Nitro as he's doing a very good job throughout this tournament. Also understanding play styles out there. His opponent. There's that push towards sewers. An opt to come out. Actually, I don't think he saw Leaf towards that right side corner.
I don't think he did, but they heard each other. Asuna already dashed out. That was so cute by that.
Oh, he hit him.
With the read. He hit him. He hit him right in the chest. Oh my word, you're disgusting, Asuna. But can he finish the job? He cannot.
He didn't even get stunned.
Fearless with the operator. Bullet stuck in his arm. Comes out with the blade storm now, and he'll try to close the gap.
Flank to flank.
Is he gonna try to?
Here's the ultimate we were looking for as well. They're able to separate the site.
Nope. Good call. I actually thought he was gonna go up there.
Nitro. He actually just got out. Mitch could have the angle. I don't think he's going to leave that area, will he? There's another flank on the flank!
Exactly.
Oh, always don't forget to check your flank when you're flanking. Zeppa.
No shot. He killed someone past that. What the fuck is going on?
Wall's about to drop as they're hearing this one for a while now, and it is on the other side. Astra.
What the fuck is this?
He's gonna win this round. He's gonna be able to play the time. Hiko's gonna have to work a miracle here to be able to get this one, and Cloud9 tie it up with a.
What in the world?
My God, what a way to finish the half right there. Just a knife through the Cosmic Divide, and it looks so good for 100 Thieves for that retake. A double Hunter's Fury kill from Hiko to actually take 2 down, but that knife kill was everything.
Vanity, dude, the brain.
On top of that was the reflank.
The fucking brain.
He made that work to make sure we're going into the second half all even.
That situation is happening so much now, people aren't confused anymore. When they bump into a wall they can't move through, you start knifing, you start.
Why did no one stick the spike? Because they were trying. You can't really hear the defuse, so they were trying to bait them out, and they never came out of the wall. They waited. They were just hoping that somebody would come out, so they would have all guns on the wall, but nobody came out. That was well played.
Your haters, let that fade off. Whatever cheese told me I wasn't gonna make it. Should've got laid off. I know a lot of y'all thinking when the edge catch don't pay off. And I know your work. Add tax and take off. Yeah, I gotta win. I can tell they ain't want us around. They ain't gotta say it. Been doing this a long time. I put that on my mama head. Game recognized, game we good. We ain't gotta play it.
Run your ads? Nah, an ad won't play for 44 minutes, so we're all good. We're all good.
Come through like I'm Dolomite. Hold up, this a holy site. You think you a legend, what they say, I say for sure you right. All I ever know is being OG, I'm a prototype. Cooler than the polo sweater, brighter than the police light. Beast mode, this a deep grind. Speak gold up at each line. No cheat code, I'm a beast, bro. You a bistro in this E-time. Got big goals and a big dream on the beach shore, taking me time. My whole team lit too tough, we too up like peace signs. I'm real, raised up in the field. Grinding while the sun is on me, I ain't got no chill. Get it out the dirt and work like I ain't got a deal. I'm trying to blow 100 bands and tell you lames how I feel. We ain't throwing up a brick, dog. The game tipped off. I'm out the kennel, catch me running with the big dogs. Don't hear the critics, they can kick rocks like kickball. They not important, boy, I'm Jordan to the pitfalls. Too many L's over there, I'm trying to big ball. I'm trying to level up a bit, I'm talking Rich Paul. I hit the floor and get it jumping like I'm crisscross.
All right. We cut it in 2. Now we're in our second half. We'll see what C9 Blue can do on defense here. 100 Thieves from the attack. Remember, I put that note in your head. We'll watch whenever 100 Thieves goes A. They have the dart that goes over. Nitro creeps up. They always seem to be able to get themselves into sight without anybody seeing them. It's just uncanny. And we'll see how many times they try to cycle that into their playbook this time around. It was a good handful last time we saw them play.
A clean slate to start things off. Zeta looking now towards B to do a recon dart potentially towards the back of the A cubby. So we have potentially the gravity well into A choke. Just to make sure how many players we could actually spot here on the A side. There's that recon, but unfortunately does not ping anybody after all inside that A choke. Good default here for 100 Thieves to slow down that clock. But with that, look how much we've rotated out of the A site.
Yes. They sprinted. Do they sprint back? Back and forth. Getting a little mileage here for Mitch as he's got his workout done already. And they call for an Astra Star too. So definitely considering that 100 Thieves would make commitment on A, yeah.
A real
it would have been this would have been good if they got that alarm bot. They didn't know it's there though.
How far will he go? Ooh, okay. He's gonna take this a little more patient. Astro.
Wow.
Oh, he does finally get him, and he gets a dink on the way out, so he goes real worse off after that encounter. And it's gonna be the B strat. We're seeing a replication of the first round, but they're going BA. Doesn't work. It's the fight in the cloud burst, and Austin comes up big as Vanity trades one back. It's now a lot of classics here for this end fight in B. The right click, beware.
Ah!
Oh, another shock dart coming through. It's not going to take him down, though. Ethan will, with how deadly he's been now. He ain't just planting anymore after the first time. Lead with a 4K.
C9's kind of... C9's kind of good, huh? Okay.
Nice and solid retake.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be a default for 100 Thieves, but too focused here towards the A side and B. Yep. So as you had this turret up for Mitch towards that long A, it identified a couple of players, but this also allowed Leaf to push all the way down towards long C, and with no pressure coming in, you had everybody pinned.
That was a nice pistol
towards that spawn side, and you're funneling your opponents into the B site where Vanity was holding in the back of Bong. It still worked out pretty well though for A Linked. That was a nice strategy, nice adaptation for 100 Thieves, but they omitted Vanity in the back of Gong.
Yeah.
And now this time, I just realized I said Bong instead of Gong, but it's all good. Back with the action, long C control. Leaf gets the Marshall kill.
Vanity pulling back after that. Nice coverage to make.
There's no shot they could win this round, but if they get a kill or two,
now from Nitro coming in from 100 Thieves,
they get a kill or two, it's fine.
The side of
That's all they need.
Cloud9 blue with Killjoy utility. That's really tough for them to take. Like, he's gonna be able to back up, play one molly, play another molly, and then when they think they have the angle, they're facing his turret. There's the first molly, first one in his face. He backs up again. Now can play off his turret, but he already has team help coming through, and that's gonna be Zeppo with the next one.
Or no kills. Fine. It's
gross.
When you don't buy anything, that's kind of what you expect, you know?
This is really nice there for Mitch, understanding
that
it is an eco round, so if it's going to be an alarm bot, it could potentially hit some players, get a debuff, and Mitch could just belt it down towards long A. If he was actually going to get pressured and he has to fall all the way back towards default, for example, the turret was going to spot sewers, and that would allow him to pop the nanoswarm up towards sewers. So just the way that he played that into his area to lock down the A site with this Killjoy utility, just to make sure that he's able to...
I sent you a dono. Your donation is asking about something that I don't understand. I don't know.
Those rounds are just fun to watch, right? It's like a Rube Goldberg.
You basically donated to me about something with Mizkif. I don't know how I can answer that.
We have the guns back in the hands of 100 Thieves. A loss like that wouldn't mean much more now.
Vanity stuck. They know that he's there. They hit him with the Trailblazer, and he's got that Bucky, so they're just trying to spray him out. So nicely done, but you've also wasted out both nanoswarms already from Mitch inside sewers.
Maybe he meant to donate to Mizkif? Yeah, true.
Somebody will still stick his head out there for a push, but that's not going to be the case. A quick drone out mid here is Cloud9.
Oh, he got past. No, he didn't.
They're going to hear footsteps up big. That's big. He doesn't know somebody.
Dude, he almost lost bomb. Oh, he got him. He got him, dude. What the fuck?
The tracking coming in.
Oh no.
Beautiful.
Wow. Mitch is on fire this map, and I'm loving it so far. With the spike down too, Nitro's stuck in a hard place with Boy as well, but he still has a couple of stars. He can disrupt a bit if he can, and they have to work these tricks. Okay, never mind. Popped in the face by a nice Guardian that was left behind here.
I didn't see it, but I know it was a nice shot.
Boy with 8 HP is gonna get
That's crazy.
So nice bonus.
Eco went back and he had bomb, which really, really sucks. If he didn't have bomb there, that round would have been different.
Oh yeah, he does opt for C9
Or Spike. I'm sorry.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. Oh my word. What a great gap they've given themselves. Starting this one off with 3 straight. This again puts...
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch this whole thing. I gotta go play New World in about an hour. I need a 2-0 here or else we're in trouble.
Find themselves back in. Obviously, this is an eco round, but let's think about what they could do here if they don't grab this for the next round.
Yeah, and to the next rounds, they've done a good job to be able to take this A-side choke, but they haven't really taken down much of Mitch's utility in the beginning. So you can try to get those type of resets if you can, and then try to pull those rotations that way. I mean, a map like Haven that has 3 spike sites is just very important to play these rotation pulls, and I haven't seen it yet here from 100 Thieves.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, Nitro with a shot. Interesting interaction there in mid. I like.
Are you addicted to New World? I am.
Dashed away from the,
I am.
the
It's a
room,
problem.
Kinda, you know, maybe fainting.
Truly, it's a problem.
Done, but vanity
Or
all
it's
over.
not.
He's like, oh, Jet without a
Maybe
dash
it's a
in the corner.
solution.
Well, that's my cleanup.
To what? I don't know.
Really, everything consecutive
Something.
happening
Ooh.
there in mid. Oh my word! Laser coming in from Nitro.
Oh, this is big.
Single. Yeah, single neural uplink here for himself. For neural theft. He's gonna know exactly what he's up against. 36 HP.
There's no shot he wins, but still.
300 if you combine them.
He gets one more, not a better round.
It allows it for a free gun upgrade, and it's okay if you're C9 to let the plant happen. You could always definitely play the pulse plant retake.
What the
Now
heck?
that you have Zeta that's alive with a shock dart and also a recon dart. The thing is, they're
This is
walking
weird.
right into
30
Nitro's
seconds left.
trapwire into long C, so that's even more information that Nitro could get. See, that gets broken. Now he's going to lurk into this B site to potentially just try to get a plant here.
So plant at it's 45 seconds on the clock. They hear it. They're coming through. He has one more trip. He hears a footstep on it. He heard his footstep.
He needs
on
to
Zeta.
find one, but he's not gonna be able to. This is such a hard. This is so hard to win.
This would be an amazing clutch if Nitro's able to pull this one off. It should be traded immediately by Cloud9. His angle held here can be spammed through the wood, and they are able to find their shots there. Took a little bit. Cloud9 were able to find Nitro, but you wondered for a moment, fans. We were all thinking it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I think it was a very nice job for even C9 on that 2v1 retake. You got to play it smart. So a close shock dart to clear close angle. You have the nano sword that's thrown towards Gong in the back to make sure that you flushed out your opponent back there, especially when it's planted for you towards potentially back of Gong or a link. So clearing that open, clearing out the front together of that B site, setting up for that trade is just nice. A nice play for C9 Blue just to re-aggress and regain that map control to scale back into that B site. But now we have this gun round, right? So we talked about how we wanted to get a little bit more pressure out into the A side. That's exactly what is happening for 100 Thieves. They want to fight against this operator towards sewers, where Leaf is currently
So
set up.
blind. Ooh, we hit him.
When don't
Oh,
they
no
all
way.
each other leave or Asuna?
Oh.
The push up, Zeppa with the
He
jump.
lost
Asuna
the
slices
duel.
shots, and Zeppa comes up huge on that. A few heals back towards the garden area as they skip out of A lobby just for now. And Cloud9 feeling confident with the way they start these rounds, taking down the main initiator coming in. Asuna, what did he have? 7 first bloods coming in on Icebox just for himself, so you almost need him up in the beginning of the round. This time, that's not going to happen.
Presence being known, being made as Nitro's trying to spray with that Vandal through that smoke. But the alarm bot's going to give a lot of information towards this garage side, so now you know the split's coming on C.
Spike down, C.
Dark comes in, maybe a little late, but they do get the payoff of taking down Mitch there. Nitro
Well played.
through. Thinks he finished the first kill, but
That was
does
good.
finalize it on the double take. Great use of the Sky utility. Leaf, a reset.
Eco did not need to do that. Little bit extra, but the timing was weird because they just got the 2, right?
That's another one. He's going to be able to defuse
Uh-oh.
the side. A little cheeky defuse on, maybe. Playing the Cypher gate. Gets himself up for a bit of damage, but he's still pretty healthy. They're just about the same HP right now. Oh, my word. You put Zeta into the mix now.
Well,
Try walking through that.
not looking good.
Especially with 2 HP remaining, so he's just spraying that, making sure that we could just stick that spike. And like you said, Riv, they could diffuse it onto the side. You saw that. I think that was Leaf, right? He's just angling and looking into the corner where you see the least as possible of his body coming out. And it's just going to be that towel of that Jet in the end, but very well done for C9 in the end. to react off that alarm bot. Zeppa pulling out the showstopper, but even better on how hardly fought that was for 100 Thieves. That was a perfect flash from Ethan to allow Nitro to get a nice 2K into that back of the C site.
So 100 Thieves now, actually, look at the scoreboard. It tells the story of our second half. You can obviously look at the first 3 rounds. Those kind of fold over. The bonus is great at 15, but the last 2 have been plants, and they've been defuses, which means 100 Thieves is saying, we're getting in, but we're losing that site. What are we doing wrong? What is that? What is that, fans?
I think at this point it's just the amount of utility that was still available right now for C9 for these retakes, right? And I think.
But I wonder how Champions is going to go.
More difficult to call out though because they had.
Who's going to win?
Much,
I think it's going to be an EU team.
Here for Zeppa. I mean, having a showstopper out is huge. It's going to, shamble.
I just got a feeling,
make it difficult for 100 Thieves to really get into that C site. But in the end, for them to still be able to get these plans.
Did they announce like where and when and all that for Champions? I'm so curious. When is it? Where is it?
You got to waste out those utilities for those players that are anchored inside the site. Notably against Vanity with the stars, and also towards A side with Mitch, who often sets up there. And of course, we see that change from time to time. He's on A sometimes, he's on Garage sometimes, but mostly on A side.
And we may be seeing that 100 Thieves.
Oh, they
weathered a lot of this storm a bit.
They announced it. It's in Berlin. It's in Berlin in December.
Online, just a few alt points. So, or just
no crowd or anything, I assume. Or is there a crowd?
Really changes the flow of the round. You domino that into the next round.
Got your trail.
It's a different story for 100 Thieves, and then they're the team making the comeback. So many things can happen here, but Cloud9 Blue has been so strong on their aggression, on their defense, on their site takes, and they're going to have to do it again on C this time.
Very nice to start off with the Seekers and the Algel and to split out towards Garage and Long Range for the info, the dash coming in from.
I don't think it's a crowd.
Back of the site, and now you have a 5-on-5 retake.
Well, that sucks.
Side, though, and
but I get it.
It's still going to be very hard to hold, which is why 100 Thieves, they're looking to push back towards Garage and re-push into that spot.
I love the use of this. It really separates them trying to get into the site or forces Cloud9 to go through the Killjoy ultimate so they can pressure into it. Makes it tough for them.
One got locked down.
Cloud9 doing what they can. One did, and definitely a D get locked down.
Holy shit.
Oh my word.
Close round.
They just clean up the last few kills. 100 Thieves was able to make it out.
It originally was going to be in LA, but moved to Berlin due to COVID restrictions.
Maybe have pushed in a little too early on that with 100 Thieves.
That makes sense.
Clean up and organize back into the post plan.
I think it was still a pretty good call for them to go in though, because that lockdown that came down and you saw the early pressure.
It's really hard to. I think it's really hard to run events here.
So he gets a kill from his death. It's like, okay, well, they're looking to break our lockdown. They're looking to re-rotate through the Garage. But as you lose that Garage, there was 3 players from 100 Thieves that went back towards grass. So you don't have much left going back on the Cosmic Divide when you're in the back of the site. Nobody's able to watch that Garage anymore because you lost Mitch, which allowed 100 Thieves to stay alive and to fight really hard once again for another round and to make it 11-7. Full good run into this round. Zeta back with an Odin into this round here, and he was looking towards that back of the C. A different setup as well for the Killjoy setup. It's down towards the C.
We could barely do a LAN with just NA teams. Oh yeah, was it the LCQ kind of like on LAN or something? Like what happened to that? I forgot about that. Wasn't this like?
Triple gravity well. They're able to back.
Oh
my God, Mitch on a mission.
Too many people. When you see that many people on your screen, you know you're gonna whiff. You need to see one by one.
Oh no way. How many can he lace down? Zeta actually stays to try and get more than one. Austin almost able to clean up Vanity here as the site is once again taken by 100 Thieves.
Some tested positive COVID. Moved online.
Take these 1v1 missions all by himself. He'll head into the site.
Crazy.
One to come around. Zeppa's not too far behind now, Vans, and this is going to be a tall task to ask. The HP's there. It could be in their favor.
Nah, Hunter's Fury. Long range Hunter's Fury.
Oh, they do hit him. I was going to say Hunter's Fury as well was pretty early.
They're coming back. They're doing it again.
Still left on that, but I'm just thinking everything's too early. I'm wrong. I'm just eating crow left and right, Vans, and I'm happy about it. 11-8 here. Looks like we could be going to that map 3. That is something what we've all wanted. And Cloud9 is putting up a great fight for it. However, the timeout of 100 Thieves has given them a breath of fresh air.
Oh yeah, definitely, and some rounds on top of that, and from what I saw in that garage, though, that gravity well was actually quite nice from Vanity.
Little forced by, dude. They're coming back. They're gonna win this round.
In the back of C-side, I thought there was gonna be some sort of recon dart spray from spawn side.
Well, 11-9.
Or even a nano
Holy
well,
shit! Look at him go.
Was close by with a nano swarm, but didn't happen. But Leaf, this round gets spotted by Nitro's camera.
Jesus.
He was trying to push forward. Oh no, he gets stuck by a gravity well, but at least they're able to make it out. Nobody's there to spray out for 100 Thieves, and it's still gonna be a stalemate on a 5-5. But at least you wasted out the dash, so there's no more escapability for Leaf, who's also stuck only with a stinger. So there's half by now.
That sucks that this wasn't continued on land.
For Zeppa and Vanity.
I get the whole reason behind canceling it and everything, but unfortunate.
Utility usage. They feel like C9 is going to be pushing up heavily in this round. Trailblazer used from window there. And you're not really getting sight into B or garage. You got to get up closer to it. So they're actually clearing their flank so they can make a.
It wasn't even land. Yeah, I know. It was online / land. Something odd. I know. I heard about that.
Have to stay with somebody in A lobby on this.
Still, the environment's there, you know.
Go to watch the flank. And now C9 setting up on this. Oh, wow. Started off, the frenzy frag comes
No,
through.
don't get ecoed, please.
Oh my god, Zeta is just lacing the air right
Nice.
now, drawing all over these nebulas. His boy and Ethan come up with 3
Nade.
frags.
30 seconds.
Oh.
Ooh, it's gonna be raining. Boy gets out of that quick. Ethan takes down Vanity.
What
and
the?
charge. Can
What?
Zeppa lay
Oh
no
my
earnings here.
god.
Boy,
He
somehow
headshot him too.
dodges
Holy
and pops
shit.
out of that buckshot.
Boy literally
It is gonna be
headshot him out of the air.
3rd round in a row.
12 HP remaining on Boy after he was getting
All right. Big round right here.
by lens of a judge coming out.
Big
Pepper
round
was the
right
word I was
here.
looking for, but thankfully he's able to stay alive. But this half buy that came in from Cloud9 Blue, pretty decent to do a bit of econ damage. You still see that it's pretty healthy, 400 Thieves after the gun round that they got, because the Blade Storm's still there for Asuna if they lose the next round. Or if they lose this round rather. So C9 Blue, they have to act up a little bit more, have to do a little bit better here, as this lead is slowly slipping through their hands because they're actually now losing these pulse plan battles.
And Zeta just grabbed his ultimate at long. He's going to be rushing on the side of Cloud9 from A to C now. Leaf finds Ethan trying to do a little searching through garage as they have already flanked so quickly.
Ooh,
on
big
this.
kill,
Get
big
themselves in
kill.
position. Cloud9 is not giving
No,
him a chance to
no,
breathe.
that
Leaf may out of
sucks.
this. Yes, he'll find a chance. He's the dart.
They literally left C. Holy
And
shit.
things slow down a
And
lot.
Leaf has
That's
all
Leaf
the
has
info.
ult out here too, and they weren't able to use much of it.
Leaf hears all of this. He re-pushed back down, saw Bonnie on top of that. He's going to escape. He has a dash. He's going to be good enough, at least, to get all that information. So that was 2-3 sets of guns that were shot. Now 100 Thieves are going to rush into the A site, but you still have Zeppa up here with the boombot, satchel charges, and potentially some help from a rotate.
This round is coming down to the utility and
So much
frags, because
util.
so far Cloud9
Oh
has
my
read the
god!
play.
A double satchel?
Explode a double blast
What
for
the
that kill.
fuck,
You're
dude?
kidding me. Asanon too. He can be flicking these down left and right, but it's
What
not
is
gonna be enough. They give him too many
going
angles
on?
to
What is
look at
going
it.
on?
Zeta drops Asuna. What an explosive round.
Literally an explosive round with that satchel charge kill.
A
I haven't
double
seen
fucking
any
satchel.
charge kill since like 50s, and it was still like 50
They reduced
HP.
it
Exactly. So for him to be able to get
That
2
shit does
kills
like
with
10
that
damage.
was huge. I mean, look at the
And they had like 10 health, both of them
14
stacked
and
up.
10 on Nitro and Boy. So a great job for the rest of Cloud9 to do so much chip damage for this to happen. Although now this puts Cloud9 Blue at map point, trying to win their own map and bring this to the third.
They did a good
final
job
map.
following all that. The observers,
Economy's
well
still
done.
Good here. Blade Storm out, as we mentioned before. Asuna's going to pull it. But it's going to be just very, very slow. Recon Dart coming out into the A. Choke camera from Nitro into Grass.
Why'd they rotate it a C?
From Hego down to clear out towards Super. We're just trying to find out
It would have been good if
any
Nitro
earlier
found that kill. It would have been really good.
It's not going to be from anybody yet.
But he didn't. And then you just got to commit. You know, you got to commit to the call.
And Mitch both hear that Trailblazer. They're getting back into position. And you can actually see Mitch. He's activating and
If Nitro got
his
that kill,
range
that
right
would have been a
there. He
huge
just rolled
round.
his
But
turret
that
back.
it didn't
He's
happen. But the
range.
call was already made, it seemed.
We see C9
And-
formulating their defense, thinking what
I didn't mind it. You just gotta commit to the call, man. Like when some shit like that happens, you just gotta do it. You can't play this game of going back and forth. There was a call once the Sova ult happened. They thought they were gonna push quickly, so they decided to leave, which I think was good. If Nick found that kill, they win the round. It's all good. It happens.
They're already throwing down the gravity wells. They think they've lost the sight a little bit, so that's some early util. 100 Thieves will now be able to get the
Jesus,
sight unscathed.
take it easy.
dodging over the shock dart. Asuna somehow getting away from that one, and 100 Thieves to bring it to 12-10 here. They have a great setup, but these C9 retakes have been powerful. Nitro is pretty far back watching the flank. Hiko's also.
5v5 retake.
And most of the members of C9 are not going to be coming through that spawn area, so they have to funnel through. They're going to have to
Oh,
go down,
no.
through the air, is able to float down.
Not like this.
Cleans another one up.
Not like this.
Always happened for C9. The Zeta with another one, and Hiko is left by himself in the corner of Long A. One shock dart gives up his position. A second one would do it, and he can't transfer quick enough. Zeppa with the 3K. Vanity with the defuse. That's Cloud9 bringing us to a map 3.
Finally, some good retake being played here by